Hello guys and welcome to my channel WebDevPie, and today we will make a JavaScript timer and animated button with pulse animation. Firstly, I will create main section inside main content container with h3 heading. On the next step, I will create the clock div container. And 3 span elements for hours, minutes and seconds. On the next step, let's create the getTimerRemaining function, which will be used to update the timer on each minute, second and hour. I use dateParse to get the total time in milliseconds. I'm using formulas and mathFloor method to get exact numbers of integers for minutes and seconds. And in the same way for hours. Now let's return those values to get access to them by calling current function. For initialize clock function, I use ID parameter to set the clock div element and endTime parameter to set the total time of timer. Let's get clock element by ID and hours, minutes and seconds using query selector. Let's create the update clock function to update the timer on every second. We need to get access to hours, minutes and seconds by calling getTimerRemaining function. And let's update our HTML values for hours, minutes and seconds by accessing the variables. Calling update clock function and setting time interval to 1 second, 1000 milliseconds. Let's set timer for 2 hours and start the timer by calling initialize clock function. And timer works, so scripts are ready, and let's start with CSS. These are the main styles for wall document, h3 heading and main section. For clock div element, I'm adding font weight 700, color white, a little padding and font size 20 pixels. And JavaScript timer is ready. Now let's create section and div element for button and button element with class button animated. The main properties that I use for button is display block with height 135 pixels, background with crimson color, margin 30 pixels auto to make it centered from the left and right side, border radius 50 pixels to make it with circle shape. For animation, I use keyframes with pulse effect divided into 4 steps on 0%, 40%, 80 and 100%. For 40 and 80 intermediate steps, I increasing the spread radius property in box shadow. On last 2 steps, I'm adding 0 value to RGBA parameter as a last value to make it fully transparent. Let's add our animation to the button with pulse effect, 1.4 seconds from start to end, linear speed and infinite value. Also, I'm removing animation from hover effect and adding blur radius of 10 pixels to box shadow property. And also we forgot to add a commas inside RGBA parameters. And this is the result. Thank you for watching and welcome to my next tutorials.